Okay students, how are you all? Fine. So students, today I am present here for have a discussion on very interesting topic of chemistry, that is chemistry practical, class 11 chemistry practicals, English medium. Okay students, so in class 11 chemistry practical English medium, first experiment we are going to discuss, experiment number 1, that is preparation of standard solution of oxalic acid. Now students, all of you might be very clear with the term solution. All of you know very well what is the meaning of term solution. Okay, we know very well that when solute is added in the solvent, the solute get dissolved completely in the solvent, then that makes the solution. So here we are going to prepare the standard solution of oxalic acid. So in the standard solution of oxalic acid, we are going to take solute as the oxalic acid crystals and solvent as water, distilled water. Now students, what is the aim here? The aim is to prepare 100 ml m by 20, that is 0.05 m standard solution of oxalic acid from its crystalline solid form. Students, what is the meaning of m by 20? M indicates here molarity. The concentration of the solution is in the terms of molar. So m by 20, that means the molar concentration of solution is m by 20, 1 by 20, that is 0.05 molar concentration of the oxalic acid you have to prepare. Okay friends, so what is the apparatus required here? So apparatus required here are digital weighing machine, first of all, very important apparatus, digital weighing machine, and second one is watch glass, then third one is 100 ml beaker, fourth one glass rod, fifth one 100 ml SMF. Students, 100 ml SMF, what is the meaning of SMF? SMF is this standard measuring flask. The figure I have shown this way. Okay, this type apparatus, glass apparatus, this is called SMF, standard measuring flask. Whenever you have to prepare standard solution, always you have to use this type of flask, which is called standard measuring flask. And last apparatus what you have to use is funnel. Okay, now chemicals required. So in chemicals required, oxalic acid crystals, and another one is distilled water. So this oxalic acid crystal is solute and distilled water is the solvent. Now students, what is the theory behind this? Okay, how can we able to prepare 100 ml volume, 100 ml, and the concentration this 0.05 molar, that is m by 20 concentration. So what is the theory behind that? I am going to explain you. So students, the theory behind this, okay, first one, we have to calculate the molar mass, that is molecular mass of oxalic acid solid. Okay, so calculation of molar mass of oxalic acid. Now students, do you know the formula of oxalic acid? What is the formula of oxalic acid? So formula of oxalic acid is this: COOH, okay, dot 2H2O. So this is the formula of oxalic acid. Students, you can see as there are 2 COOH. Okay, that means this oxalic acid is a dicarboxylic acid and the water of crystallization is 2. So if you calculate the molecular mass of this, molar mass of this oxalic acid, how we will calculate? Okay, so using the number of atoms here, okay, 2 into atomic mass of carbon, 2 into atomic mass of carbon, okay, as there are 2 atoms of carbon, so 2 into atomic mass of carbon plus how many oxygen atoms you can see? 4 here and 2 here, so plus 6 into atomic mass of oxygen, 6 into atomic mass of oxygen. Let me write it from somewhere here. into atomic mass of carbon plus 6 into atomic mass of oxygen, 6 into atomic mass of oxygen plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen, plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen, 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen. So students, 2 into atomic mass of carbon plus 6 into atomic mass of oxygen plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen. So you will calculate this. 2 into 12, atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen is oxygen is what? 16 plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen is what? 1. So if we calculate this, you will get this 24 plus 96 plus 6 equals to 126 gram per mole. So students, we get the molar mass of oxalic acid, that is equals to 126 gram per mole. So according to this molar mass, we know very well that if the 1 mole amount of the solute is dissolved in 1 liter volume of the solution, then 1 molar solution is prepared. The concentration will be 1 molar. The solution concentration will be how much? The solution concentration will be 1 molar. So students, observing this volume to volume of standard solution, volume of standard solution of oxalic acid, volume of standard solution of oxalic acid, then molarity of solution to be prepared, molarity of solution to be prepared, and mass of solute oxalic acid required. So students, if we make this with 3 columns, okay, if we make this with 3 columns, and if we compare, if the volume of standard solution of the oxalic acid, okay, if that is equal to 1000 ml, means 1 liter, okay, this is equal to 1 liter. So if this volume is equal to 1000 ml and the molarity of the solution to be prepared is 1 molar, at that time the mass of the solute oxalic acid required in grams is how much? 126 gram. Okay, so instead of this, if you are going to prepare 100 ml and if you are going to prepare the molar concentration of m by 20, that is equals to 0.05. So what will be the mass of oxalic acid required here? So what you have to do? You have to just do the cross multiplication. So just do the cross multiplication. So students, what will happen? So this will equals to 126 gram, okay, upon here we can take 1000 ml multiply by 100 ml multiply by 100 ml multiply by m by 20. So students, if we calculate this, now see, you can see here, if we calculate this, what will happen? 00 will cancel out here, okay, here 2 will cancel and 10, and here what will happen? 63. So you will get 63 upon 100 gram, which is equals to 0.63, which is equals to 0.63. Okay, so this value you will get as 0.63. 0.63 gram. So this much weight of oxalic acid, this much mass of oxalic acid is required to prepare 100 ml m by 20 standard solution of oxalic acid. Okay, in digital weighing machine, students, we after decimal point we are taking 4 digits. So this can also be written in this way: 0.6300 gram. So in digital weighing machine we can write this as this way also: 0.6300 gram. Okay, 0.6300 gram. Okay. So now I am going to show you. Now I am going to show you. Okay, how to perform this practical in the laboratory. Okay. So students, you note down this. I am going to show you. Note down the calculation. I am going to show you. Okay, students. I think you might have note down this. Now let us come and see. Now let us come and see how to perform this experiment in lab. So now students, this is the digital weighing balance. You can see this is the digital weighing balance, and this is the oxalic acid which you will get in the laboratory. Now you can see the digital weighing machine, the readings and everything clearly. Now here you can see the reading after 0.000. Okay, after decimal point there are 4 digits, and that weighing is in the gram, in the terms of gram. And here below you can see the buttons are there. Now see, you have to open the shutter and you have to put the watch glass. Students, this is watch glass. So this is student watch glass. Now see, watch glass is kept inside in the digital weighing machine, and the shutter will again close. Now see, the weight of empty watch glass is how much? 36.012 gram. 36.0121 gram. Okay. Now students, this is the weight of the empty watch glass. Now we will stir it. When we do the stir, then it will remove the weight of the empty watch glass. So what happened here? Again you get 0. Now students, now we are going to take the weight of oxalic acid, and how much that weight is there. We have calculated that should be 0.6300 gram. 0.6300 gram. Okay. So we have taken the weight of oxalic acid. You can see this white color oxalic acid, that is 0.6300 gram. Now students, we are going to take this in a SMF. But before taking it in a SMF, okay, I am showing you this was the SMF. This was the funnel. Okay, then stopcock of that. This is the pipette. That is not that much required here. Without pipette also we can do. Now we have to first dissolve that salt in the beaker, and otherwise directly also we can do. So the salt should be transferred in the SMF, and after transferring the salt in the SMF, whatever salt particles are stick to the surface of the watch glass, okay, that should also be transferred. That should also be transferred by washing it from the wash bottle. Now you have to also wash the inner portion of the funnel, so that if any particles is stick in the inner portion of the funnel, then that should also go inside the standard measuring flask. Now you have to remove the funnel. And see, only little portion of the water is dissolving the oxalic acid crystals. So you have to dissolve it first completely. The oxalic acid crystals should be dissolved here completely. You can see it properly. Now see, with the help of wash bottle, you have to add more solvent, that is distilled water. You have to go on adding more distilled water, and you have to make the total volume up to the mark. Students, here somewhere there is mark is there. You have to see clearly the mark is there. Up till this mark you can see, yes. See, you can see this here mark is there. Here there is mark. Up till this mark you have to fill the water. When you fill the distilled water up till this mark, you have to note, you have to keep one point in your mind, that the lower meniscus should come. The lower meniscus should come up till this mark. That means this marking should be the tangent of the lower meniscus of the colorless solution. Now you have to close the SMF with the stopper, and you have to rotate it clockwise and anti-clockwise. Little portion is remaining, that is going to fill here to complete the mark, and that for that we are using pipette, because very slowly you have to add drop wise. So with the help of pipette, drop wise you have to complete this marking. See, the marking has been completed here drop wise very slowly. Here students, you have to take lots of care here, because the volume of this solution should not exceed this mark. The lower meniscus of the colorless solution and the marking both should coincide. So in that way you have to see. So now students, you can see here clearly the marking and the lower meniscus of the solution both are exactly at the same, in the same line. If you see it horizontally, then you will observe that. Now see, we are showing you it horizontally, the lower meniscus and the marking, okay, both are here, both coincide each other. Now students, this solution is ready, and this is the standard solution, 100 ml M/20, that is 0.05 molar concentration of oxalic acid has been prepared. It should be rotated thoroughly by closing the cork, so that it get mixed properly and homogeneous solution is prepared. Okay students, now this solution is ready to use for the titration, but our aim is only to prepare the standard solution. So here we are not going to show you just now the titration procedure. Our aim has been cleared here. Okay, so your standard solution has been prepared, and after preparing the standard solution, which solution you have prepared, you have to label it. So on one page you write its concentration M/20 and oxalic acid, okay, and the SMF what you have used, that is already 100 ml SMF. So in this way you have to label it. Thank you.